In this podcast episode, Ben Shapiro delves into the implications of China's newly released AI model, DeepSeek, which has sparked comparisons to the Soviet Union's Sputnik moment in 1957. This comparison arises from the shockwaves sent through the American tech industry as it becomes apparent that China has made significant strides in artificial intelligence, potentially narrowing the technological gap that the United States has long enjoyed. DeepSeek, developed by a Chinese company, is being touted as a sophisticated AI model comparable to OpenAI's ChatGPT, yet it was trained using less advanced microchips than those produced by Nvidia, which has been a dominant player in the AI chip market. This revelation has led to a dramatic drop in Nvidia's stock value, wiping out billions from its market capitalization. The podcast discusses how this development challenges the previously held belief that advanced AI requires cutting-edge technology, suggesting that the barriers to entry in the AI field may be lower than previously thought. Shapiro explains that AI has evolved rapidly over the past few years, with models like ChatGPT demonstrating remarkable capabilities in generating human-like text and performing complex tasks. The assumption that the U.S. had a significant lead in AI, primarily due to its control over advanced semiconductor manufacturing, is now being questioned. The emergence of DeepSeek indicates that other nations, particularly China, are catching up, which could lead to increased competition in the AI sector. The release of DeepSeek has triggered a sell-off in technology stocks, particularly those associated with AI development. Shapiro notes that the market's reaction reflects a broader concern about overvaluation in the tech sector, reminiscent of the dot-com bubble. Investors are now reassessing the potential for revenue generation from AI technologies, leading to a significant market correction. Shapiro also highlights the potential for increased innovation and competition as the cost of developing AI decreases. With companies like OpenAI, Meta, and Google having invested heavily in AI infrastructure, the emergence of a competitive alternative like DeepSeek could disrupt the current landscape. This shift may lead to a more democratized AI market, where smaller players can enter the field without the need for exorbitant investments in high-end technology. While DeepSeek's capabilities are impressive, Shapiro raises concerns about data privacy and censorship associated with its use. He points out that the model collects extensive user data similar to other Chinese tech products like TikTok. Additionally, DeepSeek has been reported to censor sensitive topics, such as the Tiananmen Square massacre, raising ethical questions about the implications of using such technology. Shapiro emphasizes the need for the U.S. to remain competitive in AI development, citing President Trump's call for American industries to focus on innovation and competitiveness. Trump argues that the U.S. has the talent and resources to lead in AI, but it must act decisively to counter China's advancements. In a surprising move, Trump has suggested implementing tariffs on semiconductor production in Taiwan, which has raised eyebrows given Taiwan's status as a key ally in the semiconductor industry. Shapiro discusses the potential consequences of such tariffs, arguing that they could hinder the U.S.'s ability to compete with China in the tech sector. He suggests that the U.S. should focus on fostering collaboration with Taiwan rather than imposing tariffs that could drive up costs for American companies. The podcast also touches on the broader implications of Trump's economic policies, including his push for a merit-based economy and reduced federal spending. Shapiro notes that Trump's administration is taking steps to overhaul federal grants and loans, aiming to align spending with presidential priorities. This move has caused chaos among aid organizations that rely on federal funding as they scramble to adjust to the new directives. Shapiro shifts the discussion to immigration and military policies under the Trump administration. He highlights Trump's commitment to a tough stance on immigration, including the activation of military resources to secure the U.S. border. The podcast features comments from various officials, including Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, who emphasizes the need for a strong response to the ongoing immigration crisis. The podcast also addresses Trump's executive order barring individuals with gender dysphoria from military service. Shapiro argues that this decision aligns with the military's primary goal of maintaining readiness and effectiveness rather than serving as a platform for social engineering. He contrasts this approach with the previous administration's policies, which he views as detrimental to military cohesion. The episode concludes with a discussion on foreign aid and the Trump administration's approach to international relations. Shapiro criticizes the Biden administration's funding of programs in countries like Afghanistan, suggesting that taxpayer dollars should not be used to support regimes that do not align with U.S. interests. He argues for a reevaluation of foreign aid, focusing on core American interests rather than distributing funds to foreign governments.